Walk into almost any modern company, and you'll find very little technology they actually own. Their emails run somewhere else. Their databases live somewhere else. Their customer records exist inside someone else's infrastructure. Their artificial intelligence runs on someone else's computers. Even the software building their business depends on systems they cannot see. The company appears independent, but beneath the surface, it has become a tenant, not inside an office, inside a cloud. The greatest migration in corporate history wasn't people moving into cities. It was businesses moving into infrastructure they no longer controlled.
There was a time when every serious company built its own technological foundation. Server rooms filled entire floors. Cooling systems consumed enormous electricity. Engineers maintained hardware around the clock. Expansion meant buying more machines. Growth demanded more buildings. Infrastructure was expensive, but ownership provided certainty. Companies controlled their systems, their data, their destiny. Or at least, that was the assumption. Because another model was quietly emerging, one that promised something irresistible: unlimited computing without ownership.
The promise sounded perfect. Stop buying servers. Stop maintaining infrastructure. Stop predicting future demand. Simply rent what you need. Scale instantly. Pay only for usage. It felt like freedom. And in many ways, it truly was. Companies became faster. Startups became possible. Innovation accelerated. But every revolution creates a new dependency. And every dependency eventually creates leverage, not for the customer, for the architect of the system. Cloud providers do not simply rent computers. They rent certainty, availability, scalability, security, resilience, speed. Every one of these removes friction. Every one increases adoption. As more businesses migrate, the infrastructure grows stronger. More services become available. More integrations emerge. More developers specialize. Eventually, the platform becomes more valuable than the hardware itself. This is where the real transformation occurred. Companies stopped purchasing technology. They started subscribing to capability. Infrastructure became a utility, and utilities are remarkably difficult to replace. Every application stores data. Every database creates history. Every workflow becomes integrated. Every integration creates another connection. Over time, those connections become architecture. Migrating away is no longer a technical project. It becomes an organizational transformation. Teams must retrain. Applications must be rebuilt. Operations must pause. Risk increases. Costs multiply. The subscription fee may appear small, but the switching cost grows quietly. Dependency rarely arrives overnight. It compounds, one integration at a time. History once rewarded those who owned land. Today, it increasingly rewards those who own digital territory. Every startup entering the cloud strengthens the ecosystem. Every enterprise migration reinforces the infrastructure. Every artificial intelligence application increases computational demand. The colony expands, not through conquest, but through convenience. No armies, no borders, no flags, only APIs, dashboards, invoices, and recurring payments. The digital economy has quietly created a new form of landlord, one measured not in square meters, but in computational capacity.
The greatest economic shift of the internet era was never social media. It was ownership. Ownership became access. Assets became subscriptions. Infrastructure became services. Control became integration. Most people believe companies became more efficient. They did, but efficiency was only the visible outcome. The invisible transformation was architectural. Business itself stopped accumulating infrastructure. It started renting it. The visible expense is a monthly invoice. The invisible consequence is permanent participation inside someone else's system.
The lesson is not to reject the cloud. The cloud unlocked extraordinary innovation. The lesson is to understand where value accumulates. Products create revenue. Infrastructure creates leverage. Applications attract users. Foundations attract entire industries. Modern builders increasingly create businesses above existing infrastructure, leveraging cloud platforms, automation, artificial intelligence, and scalable software architectures. For viewers interested in exploring some of the frameworks, digital infrastructure resources, and enterprise building blocks referenced throughout this documentary, curated resources can be found in the description below. Most people believe cloud computing changed technology. It changed ownership. Most people see convenience. System architects see leverage. Most people see subscriptions. Infrastructure builders see recurring cash flow. Because the greatest fortunes of the digital era are no longer built by selling more products. They are built by owning the foundations that everyone else must continuously access. The future does not belong to those who own the tallest buildings. It belongs to those who own the invisible infrastructure beneath them. This is Nexera, decoding systems, architecting wealth.